It may come as a great surprise to many people that the idea and concept of reincarnation is part and parcel of Jewish ideas and tradition. And the reason that this may come as a surprise is that if one looks in the Torah, the prophets, and the writings, and even in the Mishnah and the Talmud, there's no mention of reincarnation. So the natural question is, so how can reincarnation be a part of Jewish tradition when it's not mentioned? One way we can answer that is that the nature of the Torah is very different than other holy books. That very little philosophical teachings are given over in the Torah. The Torah is highly symbolic, and it gives over its wisdom through stories, events, incidences, and through the 613 commandments. And therefore, in the Torah itself, the reasons for the commandments are not stated outwardly, and what the meaning of the stories is not stated outwardly. That was given over to generation after generation and our rich oral tradition to understand what the meaning, symbolism, and allegory of all of these things are. So many of the most important concepts in Judaism are not mentioned explicitly in the Torah, but we have an oral tradition that they are part and parcel of our world view. Where we do see the concept of reincarnation is in the mystic tradition. The classic work of Jewish mysticism is the Zohar, which has its source from 2,000 years ago, from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and his students, and it was later edited and disseminated in Spain approximately 1,000 years ago. And in the Zohar, which is quoted liberally in all Jewish learning, the idea of reincarnation is mentioned over and over again, and it begins to reveal the secrets of how reincarnation works and almost a who's who in the Torah itself. But the Zohar is a very cryptic, symbolic work, and it wasn't until the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzhak Luria, the great Kabbalist of the 1500s in the city of Tzfat, who revealed in the most open way the secrets of reincarnation, where the sources in the Torah, the prophets, and the writings are. And he revealed an incredibly complex and insightful system of not only how reincarnation works, but what is the purpose, as it were, from God's point of view, in having reincarnation being a part and parcel of the human condition. And so therefore, for the last 500 years, the concept of reincarnation, which until then had been a very hidden tradition within Judaism, was given open exposure. A few hundred years after the Arizal, the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of the Hasidic movement in approximately 1750, popularized the teachings of the Arizal and especially of reincarnation. And there are so many stories of the Baal Shem Tov revealing to people who they were in previous lifetimes and the reason that things are happening to them. In the modern era, virtually all of the rabbis now accept reincarnation as not just a part and parcel of Judaism, but actually a foundational teaching that gives us insight to so much of what we go through and history, why history unfolds the way it does, because not only individuals but whole generations, according to Jewish teachings, reincarnate. And so therefore, we see an amazing idea here, how this concept of reincarnation, which really for thousands of years was a central part of Judaism, but it was very hidden, has little by little opened up, and people now not only accept reincarnation within Judaism, but it is shedding light on so many deep ideas as to what the existential human condition is all about.